You know, there is a big story today. Strzok-Page. You remember Peter Strzok, Lisa Page? Texts reveals there were leaking like mad in the lead-up to the Trump-Russia probe. Others were leaking like mad. Others out of the FBI. That's how corrupt the left is. Corrupted the upper echelons of the FBI, corrupted the upper echelons of the intelligence agencies, corrupted the upper echelons of the State Department, corrupted the upper echelons of the entire federal project. From Brooke Singman, new text messages between ex-FBI employees Peter Strzok and Lisa Page reveal others were, quote, leaking like mad, unquote, in the run-up to the Trump-Russia collusion probe, according to new communications between the former lovers obtained exclusively by Fox News. Imagine if we had a special counsel here. Be a lot easier to get the information. Jeff Sessions could appoint a special counsel. Rod Rosenstein could appoint a special counsel, but they won't. Got some guy in Utah that we've never heard from since. Hey, I'm going to appoint the guy in Utah, the U.S. attorney, to investigate this. That's good. I hope he gets around to it in 5 or 6 years. A lengthy exchange dated December 15, 2016 appears to reveal a potential leak operation for political purposes. Oh, remind me to tell you tomorrow about the Times doing a story about the MC hacks, Page texted Strzok. And more than they already did. I told you, Quinn told me they're pulling out all the stops on some story, Strzok replied. A source told Fox News Quinn could be referring to Richard Quinn, who served as the chief of the media and investigative publicity section in the Office of Public Affairs. Quinn could not be reached for comment. Strzok again replied, think our sisters have begun leaking like mad, scorned and worried, and political, they're kicking into overdrive. In one passage, Strzok apparently misreads a reference to MC as MC, and then, realizing his error, blames old man eyes. It is unclear at this point to whom Strzok was referring when he used the term sisters. Think our sisters have begun leaking like mad, scorned and worried, and political, they're kicking into overdrive. Retired FBI special agent and former FBI national spokesman John Anarelli told Fox News it could be a reference to another government agency. See, now the excuses come in. The spin comes in. Why can't we take these texts at face value? We already know McCabe approved leaks, and he's under criminal investigation. We already know Strzok was a leaker. We already know Page was a leaker. We already know Comey was a leaker. Now we're to believe that somebody at the Agriculture Department, they're talking about a leaker over there? The use of the FBI this way. You want to talk about fascistic, Mr. Tubin? You want to talk about fascistic, Mr. Lemon? Or any of the other clowns dressed up as journalists? And they could care less. I guarantee you they're not even reporting on this. And if they do report on this, they'll use Strzok's lawyer spin. No, they were identifying a problem. Oh, hell they were. Meanwhile, we got to get Donald Trump. Now, we are uniquely qualified here on this program to dig into this impeachment issue, just so you know. Uniquely qualified. You're listening to somebody who read the transcript with others in his office at the Landmark Legal Foundation of the Andrew Johnson impeachment trial. No other host has done that. And has so thoroughly investigated and researched this issue of impeachment, going back to British common law and so forth, that we will be able to, and we will speak to it like nobody else. We are armed with knowledge and information, and the brass knuckles are on. This is where they want to take us, then we will duke it out. We will duke it out. You know, I read some of my friends, and they are my friends, who are still entrenched never-Trumpers. Despite so many excellent things this president has done. And they dismiss, well, of course he's done excellent things, but, you know. Anyway. And they do not comprehend the gravity of trying to remove a sitting president simply because people do not like him for a variety of reasons. They do not appreciate the gravity of reversing the course of an election in this way, and the searing and lasting damage that will do to a republic. They write their books, they write their columns, they put their posts up, some of my buddies at National Review and some at other places, and I read them, not all of them, and from time to time, but they don't get it. They'll tell us that society is crumbling. In many ways it is. They'll tell us that the progressives have won. In many ways they have. And yet, when it comes to a choice, when it comes to a situation like the one we face today, they have difficulty actually taking sides. And it does matter. It does matter. You don't have to agree with this president all the time. I don't even think family members agree with him all the time. And he may change his mind from time to time. That's not the point. I'll be right back.